Hi, my name is Robbie Wu. I'm 31 this year. I'm a full-time student at Taylor's University while I manage a House Depot's Shopee page, and I'm based in Selangor. I shop, I window shop almost every day, and the most frequent websites that I use are Taobao, Shopee, and Zalora. I often browse Zalora. While I only shop if I need something or if there's a sale online. The difference of shopping online is that it's more convenient and it gives you more variety, and the products are cheaper too. So sometimes when you see something in store, and you may even find the same thing online too at a cheaper price. And it also gives you the convenience of skipping store to stores because you can look at the product. There's a variety of products to look at. While in stores, it's more time consuming for people to compare prices, compare designs, and compare if the quality is the same. But the advantage of shopping in store is that the products are just in front of your eyes, so you get how the product is. For me, shopping online is like risking it and hoping that the product turns out for the best. So for example, I wouldn't buy jeans online because because the sizes are very unexpected, and I would really want to try it on and see if it fits me. But for jewelry, like necklaces or earrings, I actually feel safer purchasing them online because unexpectedly, jewelry from Taobao are actually very high end, and they are actually dupes from designer brands. So they've never once really disappointed me in my experience. And to sum it all up, shopping online is either that the product is trash or it's going to be your best purchase ever. Shopping in stores are actually better because you get to try the product on, and it's easier in terms of refunds because the area that you're shopping in is very accessible. So if something doesn't fit you, or if you have seen a defect in your clothing, you can just exchange it immediately. But online, it's very hard because it takes a lot of procedures to get the thing settled. So I would actually prefer shopping in stores. When working in stores, in the physical store of House Depot, it's actually really easy to attend to customers because what we're supposed to do is just to attend to the needs of the customers and give them the product they want. And in terms of, there's no requirements of shipping or whatnot because you just put it in a plastic bag and you just give it to the customer. But whereas online stores are more, it takes a more complicated process because after the customer has placed his order, we need to go through a series of procedures where we need their address, we need to post the things out, and also to ensure that the product arrives to the customer's house in the good shape and form. And also, one consideration of shopping online is that when things are fragile, we wouldn't really guarantee if the product is going to have any damages. So, okay lah. So when I was working at the physical store, there's one customer who stole a light bulb. Can you actually believe that? Who wants to steal a light bulb? And this will never happen in online stores, but the customers in online stores are more ridiculous because guess what? There's one customer who asked for free shipping. So the context is we offer free shipping for orders above 100 ringgit. But then the customer asks, can I get free shipping for 20 bucks? Okay, then so there's a customer asking for a pizza plate, and our pizza plate sells for 30 to 40 bucks. And then he said, Mr. DIY sells for 10 bucks. Can you sell for 10 bucks too? I mean, if you really like Mr. DIYs, you can just go to Mr. DIYs. And there's another customer asking if there's any sales. But we weren't offering sales at that moment. And he says that, can you give me extra discount? When MCO started, we were actually forced to move our stores online to the Shopee platform. So it was actually the best decision that happened to our company, because for us moving online, we actually increased customer spending, and the sales actually improved too. And now it's CMCO, although our Sepang shop is open, but most of our sales comes from Shopee, and customers actually like shopping online more than shopping in stores. Okay, in a physical store, it's really easy because once the customer brings their product to the counter, I just help them to bag the product up and they could leave with the product. Or in some cases where if the product is more bulky, we can actually assist them to bring their product to the car with a trolley or with the help of some staffs. But in some cases where online stores, it requires a more complicated procedure and process, because we need to ensure that the product safely arrives the customer's house. So we usually wrap the product with bubble wrap and put it in a carrier bag depending on the size, so whether it's big or small. And in some cases, fragile products like hot plates require more care to be shipped out. So if I were to package a hot plate, I would first put it in polystyrene wraps, and then I will put another layer of bubble wraps, and I'll put it in a hard cardboard box to ensure that it doesn't move around. And then I'll put on a fragile sticker, and I'll ship it out. My days at home working are quite chill but challenging at the same time. So my normal working hours are 9 to 5, but because I don't need to drive to work, right? So I use the time to I would wake up later and I drink coffee and have a short jog. Okay, so when I'm working, I open the platform and there are like so many unanswered queries, so I need to attend to the customers to make sure that they get the answer they want. And it's very different from working in a shop, because it's challenging in terms of creating social media posts, although it's less labor intensive, but it requires more creativity in curating the post for the customers itself. But however, in physical stores, my job was just to give flyers out when there are customers coming in and out. A lot of people think that working or managing an online store, it's really easy, but then it's actually as challenging as working in a physical store. So for example, in a physical store, customers would demand for items that are not displayed. So I might need to take the products out from the storage and show it to them, and if they like it, they might want to request for another one. So, or when the customers has dropped an item, they would usually take the second item and put the dropped item back, which makes it very hard for me sometimes. And also, if when customers are buying big items such as the grill, they want to check its quality, but then it's quite troublesome for us to open up the boxes and putting it back. Therefore, I feel like working in a physical store and working online, it's equally as challenging, but just different in their own ways. Working as a Shopee merchant, right? It's really emotionally challenging because I can't always fulfill customers' requests. So for example, when customer demands ridiculous um, inquiries, right? Such as extra discounts or they need next day delivery, I can't really satisfy what they want because it's almost impossible. And there are times when they complain that their product arrived late, but it's not our fault, it's the courier company's fault. But then they'll still threaten us to give us a 1-star review, which is very out of our control. And there are times where when we reply our customers late, they will scold us and say that, oh, you are so bad, and they will say, I can find your items at other stores. But it's really hard for us to control too because our working hours are 9 to 5 and some inquiries come in at 1 a.m. So it's very hard in these ways.